If you are starting over in your career and you're considering real estate, here are 3 paths you can take on your journey. Welcome back to Transaction Care. My name is Lillian Hernandez, but you can call me Lily, like the flower, because we are learning and growing together. And in this conversation, I'm going to break down 3 pathways to real estate to get you started on your journey if you're starting over. Because many of us are in our second season of life, or maybe we're just fed up with the past career we've had and want to form a new foundation for ourselves and our future, legacy, family, all that good stuff. So I'm going to break those 3 down and stick around to the end because I'm going to list off a bunch more. So if you're watching this, you're getting more than 3, you're welcome. But also thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe and let's get started. First pathway I want to recommend is becoming a realtor. What does that entail? Getting your real estate license, becoming a member of the National Association of Realtors, joining a brokerage, and then becoming a salesperson for that company. Easier said than done because there is some requirements in terms of having money to fund your business, because when you become a realtor, you will be self-employed. You will need insurance, you will need marketing materials, all that good stuff. But if you get with a good office and you interview a bunch of people and you align with the right person or group of people, more than likely they will provide a lot of that stuff for you, including training. And if you need additional or bonus training or coaching, that's where I come in. Reach out to me, glad to get on a call and see where I can help and be of assistance in your new journey. Plus, I speak to many of you on a daily basis, and so many of you have the personality to do the job of a realtor. But I know many of you want to work remotely, you want to work from home, you don't want to be out on the road. I get it. But some of you are made for that job. Just try it out. Maybe start off as someone's assistant at first or a team member. But realtor, I would put right out the gate, first pathway. Second pathway, I would say investor. So thinking about real estate, you probably assume buying homes, real estate agents. I get that, but there's a plethora of careers within this space that you can explore. But if you have the backing financially, or you have a stable enough income right now where you're ready to try something different, perhaps real estate investing is for you. You can continue to build financial wealth, literacy, education, where you're not just putting your money in a bank. It can go into a home, and then you can spread your wealth throughout wherever you choose to decide to invest in. And that's not limited to residential. You could do commercial. Perhaps you want to own spaces for restaurants, or spaces for salons, or spaces for gyms. The whole point of this conversation is to not limit yourself and to think outside the box. And this is another avenue that you can take with your family. But of course, do it with people you absolutely trust. And if that's just you at first, then just go for it. But always consult with someone in that industry who has the experience first, so you can get more insight. And plus, YouTube University, there's so much information online. It's hard not to learn any field of it's hard not to learn any scope of work at this point, unless you're talking maybe being a surgeon or a doctor. But hey, you never know. So the third pathway you can take is being a director of operations. What does that mean? So many of you have a background in corporate, government, medical. Maybe you run businesses in the past, or you're just really organized and enjoy a lot of those tedious tasks, but also like being involved in it as well. Not so much just behind a computer, but you're out in the field talking to buyers and sellers, but you're not the one fully facing in the front like a realtor. You're a team member, you're a part of the process. And a director of operations really is that. You're in charge of the operations of said business, which is still just as important as a realtor, as a transaction coordinator, as escrow. Because if you're the person facilitating all of these people and managing them and making sure things get done on time, you like that type of work and enjoy that line of work, then it'd be perfect. It'd be a smooth transition into this industry where you can use the skills you've previously had, but just now focus them into a different type of work, which would be real estate. Now, if you're questioning, well, I know nothing about real estate. Going back to point number 2, the internet is vast. You could read books, you can study, you can hire a coach. There's no excuses for you not to get started. You just have to pick the lane and the path you want to go on and commit. So do you guys have any questions? I definitely recommend scheduling a one-on-one coaching session with me. My 90-minute strategy session is the best option for you because we can really sit down and create a fully fledged plan for you so you can at least know your next steps on this journey or where you fit best. So visit my website, transactioncare.com, learn more about myself and my services, and definitely start taking action on your journey. So let's recap, and then right after, I'm gonna list off a bunch of other ways that you can break into this real estate industry and start your new career or business. So we have realtor, investor, director of operations. Which one would you choose? Or maybe you could do all 3. Try being a realtor. Maybe your first investment home is your starter home, currently where you're living at, and maybe that showed you enough to make you realize, I don't want to do that for other people. But I do enjoy managing. I do enjoy having a sense of power and participation in a project. So let me consider the director of operations. These are 3 avenues and paths that you can take, and I highly recommend them for anyone remotely interested in real estate. So next, let's just list them off. Transaction coordinator, inspector, landscaper. If you're more on the creative side, consider a career in marketing as a marketing coordinator, social media coordinator. Maybe you like staging and putting homes together and you didn't even think about that part of you that you always wanted to explore. You can work for a staging company or start your own staging company. Maybe you like to be outdoors. Consider landscaping, a painter, roofer. If you're a woman watching this, don't limit yourself. Don't think like, oh, those are just for men. No, we could do everything. We could do everything. If you think you're skilled and ready and confident and willing to go put in the work and learn the job, go get educated. Any of these career paths can be made specifically for you as long as you put in the work, invest, and show up. So those are just a few to name. I want to continue having these types of conversations with you all, and I'd love to be your coach in the process. So definitely hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the next videos, and schedule a one-on-one with me. I'd love to talk to you, see where your head's at, see where you want to go in life, and how we can get you there quicker. So thank you again for watching. My name is Lillian Hernandez, and until the next video, this is Transaction Care. Care for yourself, care for your wealth. Your time is worth it. Let's coordinate. Talk soon. And before you go, check out these other videos here and double tap my face so you can subscribe.